Good day, everyone. Adilola Shokoya once again. It's so good to be back here for the new week. Just like our usual manner, we look at the market, what the market did, the previous week, and then we'll also look at the data that we have before us to see what the market is likely to do, in this coming week. If you're new, if this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ensure you either the subscribe button and also the notification bell. Okay. So let's go on. So basically, like we is in our usual manner, if you have been around my channel, I always look at the DXY, and my reason is the same. The dollar is the currency of the world, so it's very important for us to look at it. So if you remember last week, when we were looking at DXY, we were looking at it. I think we were around there, and I think the market pushed away from around there. So I think we are battling with resistance around there, little resistance around there before we push out. So right now price has dollars kept pumping, and right now we are battling. There's a new kind of a minor resistance. I won't call this by the way, I'm actually on the daily time frame. So we are actually, battling this minor resistance. All right. So going forward, I expect price to push further to the upside, because the dollar is looking so strong. It's been very strong. I expect price to eventually probably come here. All right. So though we have another minor resistance around there. All right. The thing about this market is, like I always say, as a retail trader, you can only follow what the market is doing. You cannot, whatever you do, you cannot move. You cannot move the market, with your small money. So what you want to do, you want to follow what the market is doing. So in following what the market is doing, my philosophy, like I've always share on this channel, is that, as price is sitting on a resistance, on a minor resistance, you don't want to buy, on the resistance. All right. Two things, like I've explained so many times. Two things you want to do. You want to buy on a breakout from this resistance, a break and a test of this resistance, all right? Or you want to buy on a pullback. Okay, you wait for a pullback for market to pull back properly from this resistance and form probably a bullish candle, and then you can do that by going to the lower time frame. All right. So you want to see a pullback. You can have your trend line. You can have your trend line like so. Something that looks like this. If I push further up if I try to connect to the next, okay, right about there. Okay, you can wait for price to come and test this trend line / this support that turns this resistance that turns support. All right, before you jump on a buy, or you wait for a breakout from resistance. So because sometimes, I think I explained on last week, I explained my reason for doing that. I used to, once I see back in the days, what I normally do is that once I see that price is pushing forward, as soon as the market open, I'll just go and buy. And then you now have a lot of drawdown. Okay, that you are now waiting for prices to come back to where you enter. That's how I used to trade back in the days. But as you mature in the game, you understand how this market reacts. Sometimes, for example, I use this support as an example last week. That price is sitting on this support around 99.6. I mean, from the way price has been crashing, from the top, it looks like the next stop is 98.5. But then see what price has done. It has moved back up almost 100% of this move. So that's why it's very important. You don't want to sell at support and you don't want to buy at resistance. All right. You either want to wait for a pullback and wait for a confirmation, a candle that gives a very good confirmation on a lower time frame that move wants to continue to the downside. Okay. Or that move wants to continue to the upside before you jump on that trade. Or you want to wait for a break and retest of that support. All right. Before you jump on that trade. All right. So that is that about DXY. So like I said, DXY is still bullish. If you go to the weekly time frame, let's see how price close on DXY. So let's quickly see that before we move on to, you see that, we've closed on a very strong bullish candle, telling you that, price, there's a lot of momentum to the upside. But like I said, don't buy on resistance, okay? don't buy, avoid buying on resistance and avoid selling on support. All right. So I would say that let's look at what gold has been doing. Gold has been, crashing, it's been crashing since we broke this counter trend line. Remember last week, I think I spoke about this counter trend line. So we've been coming down ever since. Now there's a minor support around there that we reach it on Friday, I think on Thursday and Friday. And it looks like gold is pushing to the downside. All right. So for gold, like I said, like I explained earlier, you actually want to wait for a pullback before you start selling, or you wait for a breakout from this from price around 1,884. Okay. So gold has been on the downside because the XY has been strong. Also, let's look at BTC. Bitcoin also as Bitcoin has really crashed from 29,000 around 29,000. Remember that we've been looking at Bitcoin around this area. We're having Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been range here for a while. Then pull back to this range again before we have this massive crash up to around that 25,000 zone. And this is the support that price is going to battle this weekend. This week, I'm expecting price to come and test this place, this support around 24,820. If we fail to break this support, probably my bounce back to the upside. But if price eventually break this support, which is looking likely, we will come to around 23,900. All right. So, like I said, as a trader, as a retail trader, you can't move a needle. What you want to do is you want to follow price. You want to follow the big boys. You want to follow the trend. That's why they say, the trend is your friend. You want to make the trend your friend. And in this market, what I figure out is that no matter the amount you are using to trade, even if it's $100, as long as you are following trend, okay, as long as you're following trend, you'll be good. All right. So basically, like I said, Bitcoin has been pulling back. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, so what you want to do is like I said, you want to scale down to the lower time frame, though you are looking for a sell opportunity because price is pushing down. At the same time, you don't want to jump on the sell trade until you see a significant pullback to a particular level. Okay, it's either you use Fibonacci or Fibonacci retracement. There's a Fibonacci retracement. You can use. Let me see from the top of this to see around here on the lower time frame. Fibonacci retracement is a very good. It's a very good tool that you can use. I think I did a video on Fib. Or if I'm not done, I'll try and do one to explain how it works. So you want to wait for a pullback. Most times, when you pull back to the 50% retracement, we always have that price continue either the 50% retracement or 61.8 retracement. We always have price continue back to where it's coming from. All right. So you can use that as a tool to help you. I explain all this now. I quickly want to talk about because I've seen some people send me mail and I always respond this way. Trading, making money in trading in any market, whether it's crypto, whether it's Forex, whether it's stocks, whatever you trade, lies basically on your skill, how skillful you are. Two things, basically, your skill and your mindset. Your mindset is actually, the most important thing, your ability to believe in yourself. And the next important thing is your skill. Okay. And what we have done, if you see the way I've been analyzing the market from DXY to gold, and now I'm on Bitcoin. So what we have done, myself and my team at tradersabroad.com is that we have put together a course that will help you to be able to sharpen your skills. And what I always tell people is that before you start trading, leave the money first, focus on the skills. All right. Once your skill is on point, making money will be easy. All right. Don't focus on one thing. Don't focus on the Lambo. Focus on the skills first. All right. So I'll be leaving a link below for our course. On that course, even if you're a novice, if you've never traded before, if you take that course, you will be good. I mean, the kind of we have a lot of few people have been, sending us messages about, how good that course is, how that course has helped them in their trading journey. So I'll be leaving a link in the description below. Ensure you get your hands on the course. At the moment we have a 30% discount. You know, we are doing. I think that discount will be that bonus. We'll end that bonus at the end of this month because I've been talking about that bonus for some time. It's coming to an end at the end of August. All right. So if you have not gotten your hand on the course, I'll be dropping the link in the description below. Okay. Also, we also have a community of traders. You know, on the Telegram. You know, I'll be leaving a link to our Telegram group. You can also join us. You know, where we share our trading. You know, our trading signals. All right. So having said that, let's move on to EURUSD. EURUSD has also been crashing. So at the moment, EURUSD is sitting on a support, on a minor support. We broke during the week. We broke this counter trend line. I started taking sales around there. I think I posted when I took some buy and we went up. You know, I posted some of my trades on the group, both on WhatsApp and on Telegram. So and then I also, so as soon as we broke this trend line, I started jumping on sell. As you can see, I was on that sell up to this around this area where I came out because I saw that there's a significant support around 1.08. All right. So right at the moment, I'll be waiting for what price will do. So what I'm going to be doing this week is to have my another counter trend line to coincide with this support. Okay, as you can see. So I'll be waiting for this is what I'm going to be doing this week. Yeah, so I'll be waiting to see if we are going to have a break of the support that coincides with this counter trend line. Okay. And as soon as I see that, I will be looking for sell opportunity. I'll be looking for a retest of the support to sell up to this point. Okay, I'll be stacking up that sell. So as you can see, EURUSD is sitting pretty on this support. Peradventure, we might have a pullback, but for now, it's sitting pretty. If you go to the weekly time frame, see that it's sitting heavy on that support. Okay, EURUSD is sitting heavy on that support. So it's looking like that we might break to the downside. But at the same time, don't forget that if you look at the zone, I think I've explained this over and over. You might want to go and watch my other videos on the channel, or these my weekly videos. You'll see that we've explained this over and over. That at the moment, the overall trend is on the downside. Okay, the overall major trend for EURUSD is on the downside, but we have a medium-term trend that is on the upside. Okay, so and then since we've broken into this zone, I expect price to push further to come to this zone. But normally, what you normally have is that our price doesn't move in one direction like this. Quick one. You don't have price move like this. Price doesn't do that. So what we normally have, however, is we always have price go like this. And that's exactly what we are having right now on this weekly time frame. So as you can see, that's what we normally have. Price go zigzag in a waveform. All right. So if you look at this chart, you will notice that we'll be having after we broke into this zone, we'll be having higher high and then higher low. This low is higher than this, and then we went all the way up again to create another higher high and then higher low. This high is higher than this, at least a little bit, and then this low is higher than this. So, and then right now we pushed further to a higher high, and now we are having like this looking like an equal low to this. But if you consider this low, the previous low before we push further to the higher zone, before we created this this price, around this area, around 1.125, you will notice that this low is higher than this low. So so there's probability that price might bounce off from this support. And like I said, that's why I say don't sell on the support. You don't want to sell on the support. If you go to daily time frame also, for EURUSD, you will notice that we're having something that looks like a doji on that support. So we might have price pull back, pull back to the upside a little bit before we break this support, or we might have price totally bounce off from there and continue the uptrend. Okay. So so to play safe, you want to keep your fingers crossed, sit on your hands, don't be too much in a hurry to jump in a trade. Okay, just take your time. And what I normally do, when I'm trading, for Forex, Mondays, I just sit and just watch. probably I'll wait till New York session, London session, everything. I'll allow, because you allow the market to gather momentum for the new week before you start jumping on the trade. All right, it's going to save you a lot of money. All right, so moving forward quickly. So I'll be running on very soon. So pounds USD on the other hand, if normally I always say that Euro USD and pounds USD, they used to act like twins, but sometimes they act in such a way that they are detached from each other. As you can see, why Euro USD is dipping, pounds USD has already bounced off from this support. This support that we had there for some time, and it has broken this counter trend line, and it's sitting pretty on this on the counter trend line, which is looking like that we might push to the upside. All right, it's looking bullish. If you go to the weekly time frame, also another thing I always do, on the weekly time frame, that you want to check what price has been doing for the past couple of weeks. As you can see, we've been crashing. We've had bullish candlesticks for the past like 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the first bearish candlestick. Sorry, we have this major bearish engulfing candle that came down and crashed for that to this very strong support. That already identified around there. So we had like a triple bottom, 1, 2, 3 on the weekly time frame, which tells you that it's a very strong support. You don't want to mess around this support, okay? So as you can see, we bounced off from this support. So this is looking like that we might push up to the upside. All right, that's for pounds USD. And if you go to daily time frame for pounds USD, like I said, the counter trend line already has been breached. As you can see, we had that breach. Some people call this triangle. We had that triangle breached. Come on, let me have this well drawn. So because I must touch the two, touch this one and touch this one. Okay, so as you can see, so we have it, bounced off from this from that counter trend line, which is telling us that we are likely to push forward. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, where I always take my trade, you will notice that, if I'm not mistaken, you will also notice that we have bounced off from something that looks like, what's this? Something, this candle. I don't know. Let me go to daily time frame and see what is going on. I'm seeing some candles around that area that I really don't understand what they are doing. Okay, so they are gone. So you can see that we sat on this support, on this support, and then we broke this counter trend line. Don't forget we had this counter trend line from the daily time frame. So this counter trend line didn't just come from anywhere. So, and price is pushing forward. So for pounds USD, I'll be looking for buying opportunity. Probably a little pullback on the lower time frame. You can scale down to 4-hour time frame or to the 1-hour time frame if you like. Sometimes I scale down to as low as 15 minutes time frame to see price properly and to take a very good so that I can enter trade at a very discount price. All right. So I would say that. So let's move on to GJ. So the pounds JPY, I've been super bullish. Just save yourself. For pounds JPY, I've been waiting for pullback, and I'll buy. I've been adding to my positions. I've been buying pounds JPY for like forever. It's a very, very volatile pair. So because JPY index has been pushing to the downside and crashing like anything. So eventually I think we have a bounce off, this week. On the daily, I think it's on the daily time frame. As you can see, we have a bounce off. That's why it's a little bit pulling back. But I don't trust the JPY. We might push for that to the downside. We might have it because it's going to bounce to a minor resistance around there. So we might come down further. So for pound JPY, I'll be on the lookout for a pullback to buy. All right, as you can see, we're pushing forward, but on the temporarily, it's been coming down. So to play safe, because the JPY pair can be very volatile. You want to be very careful in selling. You want to sit on your hands. If for a very volatile pair like the JPYs and gold, what I normally do, once I identify the major trend, I don't trade counter trend. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If you look at this, if you look at what happened here, I'm rounding up. If you look at what happened here, we came down, for some couple of days, we bounced, and then we broke this support, and then we came down. But then when we took off to the buy side, you see the move. It covers all these small sell in just a couple of days. this sale that happened for almost 20 days was covered like about 3, 4, 5 days. So that's the advantage of, you know, when you, especially for very volatile pairs like GBPUSD and gold, you know, when you have already determined the overall trend, you know, professional traders don't mess around trying to trade counter trend, because you can get caught in the middle of that counter trend and then you lose all the money you've been making, you know, trading the major trend. So you want to wait, no matter how long it takes, for you to see. Look at this massive bullish candle. I mean, this is telling you that we are about to keep going up. So they want to wait as long as possible to look to see the opportunity to jump, to follow that trend. All right. So thank you. So I'll be seeing you, you know, probably during the week. I should be dropping a video during the week also. So thank you so much, you know, for coming to my channel, and also ensure you subscribe to this channel. Okay. So I'll be seeing you during the week. Have a beautiful, beautiful trading week. Bye.